Hello, everybody. It's Rombo here, and boy, it looks like a lot of the old giants here, sleeping giants, have woken up, and things are looking kind of exciting for a lot of the stocks. And so I thought I'd get on here and give you an idea of what's going on. Yes, this is still, these are the monthly deviations put on top of the dailies. Get used to it. Sorry, that's the way it goes. But here we have the price action of AAPTs coming down, and guess what? Like I've been saying, it's been working toward breaking the downtrend lines, and now it has. Just be careful of it straddling. We'll wait and see what happens with AAPT, but if it breaks away from this downtrend line, maybe even retrace a little bit back to the getting close to the monthly, we might see a nice run up to 0157 just to get back to the average price on the monthly chart. The average price on the daily chart is 0194. And we bounce off the negative 1.5 deviation, so things are looking good for AAVL. Next, SYBIL. Well, we broke the secondary downtrend line and it worked its way over, and beautiful bounce right here off of the negative 1.5 deviation. We broke the monthly negative 1 deviation. And now let's see what happens. I would not be surprised, and actually it would be healthy if, believe it or not, we're talking about SYBIL having retracements now. That's a good sign. 50% retracement would be 0.0126. If we get something like that, that'd be nice. It'd give it enough gas to really keep moving up. So if you're not in it, then I would be waiting for a retracement here before you get back in. But things are looking up for SYBIL. I just wanted to get away from this downtrend line, put in another a higher low, and this will be fun. Really, we're looking at the next high about right here at 0.019. It'd be nice to get in a high here and then another low, and this would be a nice, what they call stage one area. And that would be really nice for SYBIL. DPLS, beautiful hook right here. Bounce off the negative 1.5 deviation. It's like they know where all the charts are, and they decided we're going to be bouncing off the negative 1.5. So very nice. Again, I would like to see a 50% retracement from here. It's been up for a while, so we're looking at 0.0447 for that to have a nice retracement. We're working our way up to a major resistance here at the average on the monthly. That's at 0.675. The average for the daily is 0.876. So things are looking up for DPLS also. Really good news. DRCR, we broke that descending wedge. It went underneath, actually, so I was expecting it to come back down. It recaptured it, and now we're above that downtrend line. So we're just, if it just consolidates here for a little bit, that's fine. Then I expect a break to the upside, maybe with a stop loss at around 0.4443, somewhere around there. So things are looking good for DPLS. FERN still under the downtrend line, but it looked like we bottomed out at -2. Now around 78% of the time it doesn't get below that second sigma there. So that's really good. And now we're coming right up to the -1 monthly deviation here. So if we break that, we break the downtrend line, things are really looking good for FERN. And then we have ICOA, beautiful. Not too happy with just not too much of a retracement here, so be careful. Maybe think about getting some profits out here. This was a big move. 50% retracement would be around 0081. That would have been nice instead of just these couple red days here to have have it come down and then pop up. But who's complaining? At least they're going up now. We did get up to the 1 deviation on the daily. It's like they know. Look at that, just under that, and then it put in a topping tail. So just be careful. It'd be great to see a 50% retracement here, and that would be a great time to get into ICOA. Let's see here. Next, another sleeping giant, ILIS. It broke that secondary trend line like I was waiting for, and now we broke over the -1 monthly deviation here. We're still in smart money, guys. We're right now we're at the -1 deviation. Massive run up. I would probably wait for 50% retracement or so, 38% to 50% retracement, and maybe get into this one. With the caveat, I would still right now just be scalping this. I'd be having tight stop losses because, believe it or not, we're still definitely underneath the downtrend resistance line here. So some people I saw in the thread, they said they're giving price points to the resistance line. I don't know if they're looking at this and they're going sideways and they're saying this is the resistance line, or they're going straight up and that's the resistance price. Well, for today, that would be the resistance price, okay? But this is, trend lines go according to price action, okay? So, tomorrow it would be here, the day after it would be here, day after it would be here, day after it would be here. So it depends on where, this is dynamic. It moves, it might break the downtrend right here, okay? Or it might break it up here. So the prices are different. So never put a price on a trend line. The trend line's only there to meet the dynamically moving candles. So just keep that in mind. But I wouldn't mind seeing a retracement here, and then maybe, that'd be great if we broke the -1 deviation right where the downtrend line is. That would have been really nice, but I'm not complaining. We kind of basically broke it here. Now we got past the -1 deviation on the daily, and we ended up under it. So maybe a retracement tomorrow back down to 1845 or so, and then a jump up from there. That'd be nice. But once we get past that downward trend line, then something like this, boom, we break the downtrend line. Now with ILIS, they're famous. If you notice, hey, we broke it, boom. Hey, we got to it, boom. Okay, so we've had these runs right here, and right here so far. But if you notice, it just sucks people in, and they're bag holding. Sucks people in, bag holding, sucks people in, and we don't know yet. That's why this is scalping area. Anything under the trend line, you're not in it for a long hold, because you guys are saying, well, yeah, but look, if I got in right here, I'm sitting pretty on this big mess move. Guess what? That's what they said right here, and that's what they said right here. Okay, so can it go down to the -2 deviation? Are you kidding me? You've seen all the other ones that have gone down there that far. This ILIS isn't by far out of the woods yet. They're still under that that trend line. So just be careful. You definitely don't want to get in after a massive run like this. You get in right here, and then it has retracement. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Next is KAVL. KAVL is one that I've put on here every now and then. I told you to keep an eye out on it. This is a long play for me. I'm in it on the three-year weekly chart. We're down here, guys. So we're at the -1 deviation, but here's the thing. I got a reversal on here, and last time these have happened, they've had major runs. So right now is really volatile. But you know, big topping tails here. So I still suspect it might take another 50% retracement before we have that big pop. But it's doing, you know, it's just doing its thing right now. It's fighting that reversal pattern. I mean, we had this big massive run up, and then boom, big run up, topping tail, boom. We have a doji, and now we have a hammer right here. So we'll see if tomorrow what it does. If it goes down, definitely tomorrow. I'm looking to see if it will hit this. These are VWAP lines right here. They're anchored. The one that I really pay close attention to is this white dotted one. This is at $2.18 right here. I would love to see it have a red day tomorrow. I would probably be buying in and maybe putting a stop loss at 198 and seeing what's going to happen with that, because overall, you know, like on the remember, you got to plan your trade and you got to trade your plan. So here's the 5-day 15-minute chart, and boy, look at this harmonic pattern here. It hit down below and boom, just ripped right up. That was a massive candle here. So a lot of volume. So we'll wait and see what happens with KAVL, but there's still a lot of fighting going on. But once it gets above, you know, that $3 range, I really think that this one's going to run. Again, we're right here, which is right in the middle of this candle. There's no resistance. So I'm looking, you know, I'm looking at for a minimum to go to 545. And if it gets up there and breaks that deviation right here, that half deviation, you know, the average price, guys, is $9.73. So does that mean that's going to happen? No. But usually, now, if you see this red dotted line, this is a anchored VWAP to the high of the chart. This blue dotted one is anchored to the low of the chart, and see how they're together? That usually means that there's a big move. Either way, it could be a big move going down or a big move coming up. So, but that I see that we have a reversal signal here on the super trend reversal indicator that I have. If you notice, every single time it's had it before, it had some good rips. So I'm looking forward to KAVL. And next is MJWL. MJWL broke the secondary downtrend. We kept going down. That's why I don't get excited just because it breaks the downtrend. It can still go down. Here we're at the -1. We had a great day today. We're moving closer and closer to that downtrend line. If we break it, I would not be surprised again of the typical retracement and then having it go up, or just like what it did here, it could break that retracement, you know, and come back down. But I mean, that's a breaking of a trend. So I would not be surprised, you know, if it came down, and then we would start working our way up to the average price of 0.0827 for MJWL. One that I've had on and off on our videos is MTTR. Don't sleep on this. It broke this downtrend line here. It broke the secondary one at the same time. So we're at, you know, second deviation down here. So this is the highest volume candle, and this is what I call the money line. This is the VWAP that's anchored to the candle that had most volume. Yeah, you know, believe it or not, guys, you think of, oh, the most volume, it had to be, you know, one of these big, massive candles. Nope. That's where there's a lot of interest right there. That's why I like having a VWAP anchored to that, because there's a lot of interest there. And so I'm just waiting for it to break that that what I call money line. Call it money line because usually when it breaks that and then it retests and then boom, it takes off. So I'm keeping a close eye out on MTTR. Let's see here. Next one is One World Universe. I remember what usually goes up fast, it comes down fast, and it certainly did. And here we are, right at the average price, guys. The average price. So we had a good day today. We did break the downtrend, so that's good. We'll wait and see what it does the next couple of days. If it breaks below the 1175 area, we might come down and test the -1 area before we come back up. So just keep a close eye out on this one. If it gets above 01441, then you might want to put a date night in and see what happens. We're below the money line here, so usually that's bearish territory. So, but if you notice the low of the day, you can't see it. It's on this other one here, VWAP. This is the low of the day, and this is the high of the day. High of the chart. VWAPs are getting closer and closer together, so not close enough for my liking though. That's why I think we might have a retracement and bring that line down just a little bit more before we see something major with One World Universe. But something to still keep an eye out on. PJET. A lot of people been still asking me about PJET. It broke the downtrend line, but this is straddling, right? Gets close, reject, breaks above, gaps up, and comes down. So it's still messing with us. We're around the horizontal support here, though. A lot of fighting going on right here, so I imagine there's going to be a lot right here. But it's looking a lot like a lot of other ones where they've been bottoming out around the 1.5 deviation, and then they start to curl up. So keep a close eye out on that one. PSWW, an old friend of mine, made quite a bit of money right here on this play. There wasn't a reversal on it, so I got a little lucky on that one. But heck of a day today. 85%. Over the last few days, it's gone up over 300%. So like I said, the OTCs, we didn't have that bull run, or should I say we haven't had that bull run yet. Sometimes, usually if they don't happen in February, then there's some really good ones in March. I just want you to keep a close eye on PSWW because it has a tendency to make some major rips like it did today. It went from 0.19 up to 6 cents. So but yet on the big boy chart here on the weekly, look at that, not even a blip on this. So I'm waiting for a reversal to come on here. Last time I got out at 1631, about right here. So I I'm wanting to see maybe a break at about 8 cents and above the money line right here. We're so below the money line, and look where it stopped, right at the money line. So we break above that, then I'm going to be putting some money back into PSWW. And let's see what else. I think, well, I know VRAR, I'll put that on my list here too. VRAR, because I talked about that. I was in it. I got out. Stop losses, guys. I got out right here. And aren't I glad I did? It broke the descending wedge, which is never good. I don't know if there's news on it or what, but they decided to let this go south. If it gets down, you know, at about the 584 mark, I'm definitely I'm loading up. But it did break. You know, this is the 3-year low, and I know a lot of guys play the lows. They like that. So, but with Friday tomorrow, who knows what will happen with VRAR, but anywhere in this area I definitely think is a good range to get into, because it does have room to definitely run. So keep an eye out on that one. One of my lotto plays, WNBD, is still just poking along right here. I'm just going to let it sit. I don't have enough money in there to be worried about, so I'm just letting that play out, and when it pops, it pops. If it doesn't, you know, I just think of it as money in the bank, just sitting there. Next one is sorry about that. I had to sneeze. But XELA, I talked about before. It has the reversal on there. Right now, it's just kind of fighting. Came down quite a bit here today. But finished right on the support of this candle right here. So we'll wait and see what happens with this one. It's kind of putting in kind of a too big of a body for a doji, but you could consider that a doji, which I would want to, because that usually means the trend reversal here. So, but again, I'm just letting that one cook and simmer. Again, you know, I told you before, it is aggressive because we are under the downtrend line here, but we're working our way of breaking it. So when it does, it has a history of some very, very big moves. So that's why I got in where I got in, and we'll wait and see where that one's going to go. Also, I better put that on my list. So with that said, guys, I hope you had a very, very good week, and things are starting to look up for the OTCs and the penny stocks, and I hope you guys are enjoying the ride. I hope you haven't lost too much here in this bearish market, and we will pick and choose our battles and go from there. And also, if in a bear market, what I always say is go with the market. So if it's bearish, if you don't know how to do shorts, learn how to do it, but spend a lot of time practicing doing options and shorting stock. But you definitely can make money as stocks go down. So but hey, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an old man in a dark room upstairs looking at 3 monitors. So, okay. You guys take care. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.